So there are different ways to defer in Angular with the version 17. One is on interaction, the first one. So let's understand how this defer works on interaction. So right now I just created a basic project where there is nothing other than this heading. So let me just start with writing the code on how we can defer on interaction. So I'll take a div. I'll just push this content to the center for our better visibility. I'll just add what we are testing. So defer on interaction. We wanted to validate. We wanted to test right now. So defer goes like this: @defer, and the first one that we wanted to test is defer on interaction. It will be small letter. We'll understand what is on interaction. Okay. Otherwise, there will be a placeholder where we can say see the deferred content. So let's understand what it is. So basically what we are saying, the defer on interaction is the way it works, since this is one of the lazy loaded feature. So when the user click or interact with this particular content on the page, that's when this content is going to be displayed and this will be hidden. That means until the user click this particular content or interact with this content is not going to be displayed. So that means it is completely hidden, not even rendered onto the web browser. Let's check how this works. So right now you are seeing click to see the deferred content. That is the content that is displayed on the page load. So let's check how this content is right now. Let's go to the body. So now if you see, click to see the deferred content is the only piece that is rendered onto the browser DOM, but this content is not displayed, not even rendered onto the browser DOM. Once I click this content will be enabled. Now let's check. I'm clicking it. So when I click this one, if you see, this content interacted, so displaying this message. So the message is changed and the other content is removed from the DOM. This content is removed from the DOM. So that means on interaction works only when we interact with that particular content. That's when it will be displayed. Okay, this is how the on interaction defer works. So since we looked at on interaction defer, now let's look at on hover defer, how it works. It will, I'll just change the title. So on hover, so the same content and not interacted, it will be hovered. So hovering meaning just touching it instead of clicking it. So now let's check on this particular page. If you see the content under the body, if you see, click to see the deferred content, not even clicked right now. Hover to see the deferred content. Hover meaning just moving the browser cursor onto the text. Okay, now let's expand this and see. So right now, hover to see the default content is visible. Now I'm just hovering the keyboard, I'm just hovering the mouse cursor. If you see, the content is changed. I did not even click, I just hovered on top of that message. Now the content is changed. So hovered, so the displaying this message. So deferred on hover, as soon as without even clicking, just hover onto that content, it will be displayed, and the other content is removed from the browser DOM. Okay, this is how the defer on hover works. So the third way of deferring is on idle. So let's write defer on idle. This is the title that I'm just changing. So basically it will be idle, defer on idle. Idle meaning, so when the browser is completely display the complete page content and everything is settled on idle, that's when this content is going to be displayed. Okay. So this is for this particular idle, we no need to interact or hover or do anything. Automatically Angular, when this whole page is rendered onto the browser, when the page is stable and idle, that's when it will automatically display. You cannot directly see it on the browser. If you see, so by directly you are seeing this content because there is nothing on this page to display. If there is large content that we are displaying and after that the page will be idle, then that's when the message is going to be displayed. But currently, since we don't have too much content on this particular page, so by default you are able to see that content because this is idle already.